These are my confessions. Just when I thought
I believe that definitely as a parent, and I think my opinion changed when I became a parent, that I do have some responsibility, and I take that responsibility seriously. When I see people's kids out in the street, I mean, this is something we discussed on Facebook recently. When I see people's children in the streets, I not only will take opportunities to correct them when necessary, but I also take opportunities to compliment them, to smile at them, and to let them know that I see them, that I recognize them, and I do as much as I can to be respectful, to the fact that this is somebody's baby, this is somebody's child, and this is a member of my community, of my society, and I believe that, you put in what you expect to get out of, your life and your world. And if we're not putting out positivity and inspiration and motivation, then we can't expect to get that back. And when you look at your communities are not that large, so if you are aiding and abetting a bunch of disgruntled, little young black children running around, then what do you expect to get from them? Okay, so let's keep it moving on to the next point. Again, we just went over a couple of verses that I will reiterate at some point in the recap, if nothing else. But what is it in our black men that make them prone to criminal behavior? Now, that statement in and of itself is pretty controversial. But, I mean, according to, the CDC, black men are the leading cause of death, leading cause of death amongst black youth of both genders. So, I mean, the question begs the answer, I think, in that, I mean, well, we're going to go through the headlines, but let's look at that. What makes a man? Well, right now, that's a whole nother conversation. I've got some ideas on, what makes a man, but right now, let's talk about what defines a man. And currently, if you're a black man, what defines you are headlines. Lots and lots of headlines. And unfortunately, not a lot of them are good. Again, the CDC, the leading cause of death among young blacks of both sexes appears to be black men. So basically they're saying that the cause of death, like cancer causes death. Yeah, they're saying that black men are causing death amongst young black individuals, both male and female. I mean, that alone is, should be alarming. This article goes on to say, and this article is called "The CDC Report Shows Dangers of Black Males." Sunday, September 27, 2009 is when this came out. And I'll list this at the end of, this segment so you can get the link. But it goes on to say that the leading cause of death among black men aged 15 to 34 is homicide. Among women aged 15 to 24, homicide accounts for 5% of premature deaths. Oh, wow. The death rate by homicide among blacks in this age group is 101.8% and accounts for 48% of all premature deaths. One of the other things that I thought was interesting in this article that just like